Bungie had their first live stream in a while, and it's covering Into the Light. And I watched it. We streamed it live. Very hype. They had a lot of great things. And we're going to talk about some of the things that I thought flew under the radar today. So, the first thing I want to bring up, most likely everybody noticed this, but the hand cannon that Noah, the lead designer, I think is his position for this new game mode called Onslaught. He's using, if you're not from the original D2 Year 1 or up until they started sunsetting content, you probably don't know what Midnight Coup is. That is an incredible hand cannon from the Leviathan raid. It was probably one of the most used hand cannons for a long time. And it came with static rolls. It was very popular. A lot of people used it. And it got sunset, of course, and it also has static rolls. So people put that away and moved on. And it seems to be back. And it's got a new skin. It's got the Vanguard skin. But it's interesting to see that they're bringing back Midnight Coup, which I do want to take a side moment and get back into speculations and point out. I pointed this out in stream, but they're bringing back weapons before Black Armory, and they've brought back weapons after Black Armory. Now, they said the reason they didn't bring us Black Armory is because that there's issues. I don't think there's technological issues there. If I'm being honest, I'm calling them out on that, because how is that the case if they've managed to bring us back Mindbender's Ambition and Malicious Birthright, Hung Jury, D1 weapons, and Year 1 weapons, as well as weapons that came out the season after Black Armory? If I'm being honest, I think it was a decision to save Black Armory for an opportunity like this because they needed the win, and they know Black Armory is something that's going to give them an easy win. So I think we are going to get Black Armory this season, and I just want to point that out, that's why I think that is. But anyways, back to the speculation. The second thing I noticed that was also showing up a couple of times, I think you probably noticed as well, is Shaxx is seeming to be a second vendor. It seems like there's a second vendor for Shaxx. Maybe it's just a new tab on him. But you can collect reputation called Hype by playing Onslaught, which is this horde-based mode. Now, we don't know what rewards you get or what the rank up packages are. If I'm being honest, I expect it's probably going to be exactly like Strikes, Gambit, and Crucible. You're just going to collect this reputation, level up, and everything like that. A little side note, I'm throwing this out there. I bet if Onslaught becomes popular enough, it's probably going to replace Gambit as a core activity. Along with Hype as the reputation, we saw a secondary currency called Trophies of Bravery. Now, this most likely is a currency you can use to purchase weapons from Shaxx that are related to this little free update or season, whatever you want to call it. And but there's also a chance that it might be like keys. You know how in Season of the Wish you have layer keys, and you collect them up to a max, and then at the end of your encounter you can spend those keys to unlock a second chest that gives you bonus rewards. Well, there's a good chance that you might be spending these trophies on that. Other speculation is maybe they're used for something like trophy haul, like maybe we do get a trophy haul back and you can use Trophies of Bravery to unlock different monuments inside of it to showcase and flex what you've managed to do throughout the years. That's pretty far reaching though, but I just wanted to throw it out there as a possibility on what we could be spending those currencies on. Now, let's talk about a couple more weapons. I already mentioned Midnight Coup, Hung Jury. Now, we know that this is an adept weapon for us. It has been re-released as an adept weapon, come back with the gold frame instead of the original silver, and it seems to be back again as a drop reward in Onslaught. Now, we saw it twice during the gameplay. Noah unlocked Hung Jury to drop. Most likely just was given to him once his friends collected the rewards from the chest. But that brings up some questions. Is there going to be the ability to get adept weapons from the Legend variant? Or are these really just going to be basic Hung Jury rolls that really create the accessibility for players who wouldn't really be able to get the adept rolls from GMs? I can't help but look at it and feel like it does look different than base Hung Jury, so that leads me to believe that it's probably a new version of Hung Jury with totally different roles. But I would love to see adepts being implemented as rewards for the Legend version of Onslaught. The second weapon, what you probably saw on the thumbnail, and a lot of y'all are going to say I'm coping right now or I'm reaching, but if you watch the VOD, the stream from them, you can hear the hunter shooting an SMG, and at first it kind of sounded like Funnel Web. And maybe it is Funnel Web, maybe I am coping too hard, but you get one good shot at seeing what the hunter's weapon is. The Warlock was just using Quicksilver Storm, couldn't see what the other one was. It was using Crown of Tempest with Arc. Noah was using a Void Hunter, I forget the exotic, but it was nothing too crazy. And the other hunter, I wasn't really paying attention to what he was using super wise, but I will say that SMG, I believe, was the Recluse. I think he was showcasing Recluse. And I'm very confident that we're getting Recluse back, and that was a little sneak peek. Now, don't forget, March 26th was the announced date for the next live stream by Bungie. It's going to be 10 a.m. PST. We are going to be streaming it again, showcasing it, and we will be doing our live reaction. They did say this upcoming stream on the 26th will be covering weapons, but I'm really hopeful. I expect we're going to get a lot of great weapons. I'm excited to see what we're going to do. Overall, I'd love to know what your opinions and thoughts are. Do you think it's Recluse? Do you think Recluse is going to make a return? Do you think they're going to bring Black Armory into the fold? Are you excited for Onslaught? Personally, I do think Recluse is coming back. I wouldn't be surprised if Mountaintop comes back. I expect Black Armory is going to be the focus weapons this season. There was some talk about the hand cannon being Palindrome. If Hung Jury does make a return, it makes sense that Palindrome would as well as a base drop. Again, I'm really hoping they drop some adepts from this, or at the very least, craftable ones like the adept weapons from raids that you can craft. That would be what I'm hoping for. That's it from me. Just a short video, just talking about some highlights that I thought of, and just giving you my input. I hope y'all enjoy the video. I hope y'all enjoy what I have to say. And if you do, hit that like button. Consider subscribing for more. We're going to be covering the next live stream. I'll probably post my reactions to that one as well. And yeah, hopefully this is the start of a new and better Destiny. But, I mean, let's be honest. Is it though? Who knows?